right? So now we want to look at nested ifs, right? We've covered this is an example of multiple ifs. Multiple ifs. So now I want to look at nested ifs, right? So what we have to do now is let's delete this, right? Let's delete this. Let's create a new program. Let's say we have got two variables. The other one is 35, and the other one is let's say 67. So we want to nest a loop. Nesting a loop means writing a loop within a loop, or writing a loop inside another loop. That's an example of nesting a loop. So let's say here we have here, this is where if it's equal to 35, then let's create another loop within this loop. Another if statement within this if statement. I was saying loop, I'm sorry for that, right? I'm referring to if statements. I'm thinking of loops because after covering this, we need to quickly go to loops. Sagantukumanya, please forgive me. Right? Then let's nest this one. Huh? Let's nest this. Then we can print something. The values of A and B are 35 and 67. Right. If we run this, run. Oh, this is what we have. Values of A and B are 65. So this is just an example of a nesting the if statements, writing an if statement within this outer if statement. So that is an example of a nested if, right? Nested if. So next class we want to look at case, right? We want to look at case, switch case. Now let's look at the syntax of switch case. Switch case, we have to initialize a variable. Right? You have to initialize a variable first. Then you write the keyword switch. Then you open your brackets. Then you write the name of the variable within the switch brackets. Then after doing that, you have to open your curly brackets. Open your curly brackets. Then after opening your curly brackets, you have to write your conditions. So you write the first case, then you write the condition. Then you put a full colon. Then after putting a full colon, you write the statements that need to be executed. Statements that need to be executed. You do the same. You go to the next case. Condition. Full colon. Then statements that need to be executed. Right, there's something which is very, very important. After writing your statements, you write the keyword break. Break means condition because it has been satisfied. Then we also have an optional default. You can write your statements in here. And when you're done, you break. My breaks are not amazadiwa. Break section. So this is the syntax of writing an if switch case. So for it to make sense, let's write a program. So the program that we want to write is, we are going to check a number. In that number, we're going to equate it with the number of days that we have in the week. Kuti munhu akanyora 1 then it's the first day of the week, which is a Sunday. And it akanyora 2, which means it's the second day of the week, which is Monday, right? So that's what we want to do. That's the piece of code that we want to write for now. So we can delete this number, and then int, right? Int right? Number of days is equals to, we can do the same thing, right? Convert dot, you know all these things, and I'm not going to repeat. Console, right? Dot read line fade, read line fade to, yeah, right? Tavriji switch, then on switch ndo mata kunyorachi the variable that we want to access. After doing that, tovura curly braces edu, then here takunyora ma case edu, case condition edu ndiyani takuti kana ari 1, what are we going to do if it's 1? If it's 1, we're going to console dot write line Sunday, and then we break. I'm very sorry for the mistakes. I'm literally in the office right now at 4 minutes to 8 because I cannot sleep today. This is now something, so I have to do something for you guys so that you get some material to study. This course is not difficult at all. If you ask Tino, he will tell you this is the easiest course you will ever do. Right, then break Monday. Then let's go. Let's just copy this. Paste. Paste. Then this one becomes 3. This one becomes our 3. This one becomes our Tuesday. We are not going to finish all the days, so that because of time. This one is going to be 4. 4 becomes Wednesday. We go to 5. 5 is Thursday, right? We go to 6. Actually, talking about page, this technique is quite fast. Friday, right? 7. Saturday, right? Saturday. So we have covered each and every day of the week. Case 1, Sunday. Case 1, it simply means this is the condition. It means if the value entered in this variable, the value assigned to this variable, if it's 1, then our code should print Sunday. If it's 2, the code should print Monday. What if someone enters a number that doesn't exist according to the cases that we have created? 8, 15, minus 5, default, right? That's where you write default and console write line. Invalid baba. Invalid number. Number here is so it's invalid. Then we have to break cha, right? This is the code, this is the code that we've just written. Let's try and run. Sorry. Let's make the code user friendly. Let's make the code user friendly. Let's prompt the user to enter something, right? To write line mana. Please enter the day number. Baba. Enter the day number. Number a day. Make a mind. Right. Yeah, day number. I enter like 5 Thursday. Go. Ngambo enter Monday ndo number 2. Monday bo. Program yako irudi iri kumanya. So this is an example of a case. So what I want you guys to do is to conclude this. I want to give you a homework. I want you to go and using a switch case statement. Using a switch case statement, I want you guys to write a program that implements calculator. Implement a calculator. So which means variable instead of using an integer, you're going to use a string. And that string is going to have just an example. Plus, minus. Case minus. Then perform the subtraction operation. If case iri plus, perform the addition operation. Yeah. Just write a code using switch case statement. And I told you every week, based on the videos that we would have created, I will give you an assignment on that. It's just a sub-assignment. It's a small program, but Chinema Maxim card. So write this code and submit it on my desk on Monday. Submit via my email. So we are done with switch cases. So next thing we want to look at loops. We want to look at all these types of loops. For loop, while loop, do while loop, for each loop. That's what we want to look at in this next in the next video. So let's call this